The fixtures are out and the planning can begin. Yes, hello everyone, good evening and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Wednesday the 9th of July 2025 and today we got the announcement that we've been waiting all summer for, and that is of course the release of the new National League fixtures. No more sitting and wondering, now we can sort of get a plan in place for the year ahead, and I'm going to run through Gateshead's fixtures one by one as I do every year, and this season starts as the previous one ended, and the first game for Gateshead this season will be on Saturday the 9th of August, and it is a visit from Southend United, as I've just mentioned there. Southend at home was our final game of last season. Obviously the less said about the end outcome of that, the better, but there's not very often you see it where your first fixture of your final fixture of one season is your first fixture in the next. But here we are, and Southend will be the first to visit the International Stadium this season. A tough way to get things underway, but maybe as far as we're concerned, it could be a good opportunity for us to put something of a statement out there in what will be a very tough game. Then our first away game of the season is on Saturday the 16th of August, and it is a long trip down to Hampshire to face Eastleigh. Now, I've never been able to do this one on the channel, but that is going to change this year, and I will of course be at that one. The first midweek of the season is on Wednesday the 20th of August, and that is a trip over to the northwest to face Rochdale, a ground I do always enjoy visiting, not least for the Wilberts Lane Chippy. So getting my Wilberts Lane fix in early this season. Saturday the 23rd of August, it is a visit from Tamworth. Then on August Bank Holiday Monday the 25th of August, it is a long slog down to Yeovil. Now, I'm surprised that they've put our game at Yeovil on a bank holiday, but here we are. But I have already looked into the logistics of that one, and it is just doable on the day. So it's gonna be a mission that day, and I'll no doubt I'll be absolutely knackered at work the next day. But man's got to do what man's got to do. Then rounding off August on Saturday the 30th with a visit from Aldershot Town. Now, moving into September, Wednesday the 3rd, it is the first home midweek game of the season, and it is a visit from Altrincham before Saturday the 6th of September. We make the trip down to Surrey to face Woking. The following weekend, Saturday the 13th, is another trip down south, this time to London to face Wealdstone. Before Saturday the 20th, it is a visit from FC Halifax Town. Tuesday the 23rd, quite surprising this one actually, Hartlepool United will be visiting the International Stadium. I thought they would have put that one over the festive and Easter periods, but it is what it is, and a little bit surprising, but Hartlepool will be visiting the International Stadium on the 23rd of September, which is a Tuesday night. Saturday the 27th of September is a trip down to Essex to face Braintree Town, before rounding off September on Tuesday the 30th with a trip to Lancashire to face Morecambe. Now, obviously, there's quite a bit of baggage behind the scenes at Morecambe, and I really do hope that they get sorted soon, and of course that trip is able to actually go ahead. But moving into October, Saturday the 4th, it is a visit from Boston United, and the following week, Saturday the 11th, we enter the FA Cup at the 4th qualifying round stage. Then the weekend after that, Saturday the 18th of October, it is a trip to Northamptonshire to face Brackley Town, before rounding off October on Saturday the 25th with the visit from Truro City. So Truro fans will be breaking a British record, an English record at least that day, with it being the longest journey ever between two sides in the same division. Moving into November, Saturday the 1st November is reserved for the first round of the FA Cup, so fingers crossed we can be involved in that this season. Then Wednesday the 5th of November, it is a trip to the Monks Cross Megadome to face York City. Going to York on Bonfire Night, which isn't exactly ideal, obviously given that Guy Fawkes himself was from York, but there we are. I'd far rather be going to York on a Tuesday night, on a Wednesday night than Yeovil, put it that way. Then Saturday the 8th of November, Solihull Moors are visiting the International Stadium. And the following Saturday the 15th of November, it is a long trip down to Gloucestershire to face Forest Green Rovers. Saturday the 22nd, it is a visit from Boreham Wood, before rounding off November on Saturday the 29th with a visit to Sutton United. Now, moving into December, on Saturday the 6th, it is the first reverse fixture of the season, and it is a trip to Southend United. Now, where this game is subject to either sides being involved in the second round of the FA Cup, so don't set any plans in stone for that one just yet. Saturday the 13th of December, we will be entering the FA Trophy at the third round stage. Then the last game before Christmas is on Saturday the 20th of December, and it is a visit from Eastleigh to the International Stadium. Now, moving into the festive period itself, on Boxing Day, it is another home game, this time against Carlisle United, before rounding off 2025 on Tuesday the 30th of December with a trip to Scunthorpe United. Now, it's a little bit surprising us playing Scunthorpe over the festive period, but there you go. And two, obviously the fact that we don't have a New Year's Day game, it is in fact on Tuesday the 30th. It is down as an evening kick-off at the minute on the National League website. Just have to find out in due course if that will actually stay that way. But moving into 2026, the first game of the new year will be on Saturday the 3rd of January, and it is a trip to the West Midlands to face Tamworth before Saturday the 10th. It is the third round of the FA Cup as well as the fourth round of the FA Trophy. So will we be involved in either of those? We'll find out in due course. But the first home league game of 2026 will be on Saturday the 17th of January, and that is against Rochdale. And on Tuesday the 20th, it is a short trip to face Hartlepool United. Saturday the 24th, it is the visit from Wealdstone to International Stadium, before rounding off January on Saturday the 31st with the trip to West Yorkshire to face FC Halifax Town, although that game is subject to either side being involved in the fifth round of the FA Trophy. Now, let's now move on to February, and the first game of February is on Saturday the 7th, and it is a home game against Braintree Town. Tuesday the 10th, it is down to face Boston United. Saturday the 14th, it's a home game against Brackley Town, that being subject to either side being involved in the fourth round of the FA Cup. A little bit ambitious, I know, but stranger things have happened. Saturday the 21st, it is the game that I think a lot of people were having nightmares about being scheduled for a Tuesday night or on a day subject to cup competitions or in a height of winter or that kind of thing. I am, of course, talking about the long trip to face Truro City. It could have been better, but it certainly could have been a lot worse. At least it's scheduled for a Saturday where nothing can interfere with it, and it's at the right end of February, I'd say. I think obviously by then the nights start getting a little bit lighter. Hopefully the weather will start getting a little bit milder as well. Wednesday the 25th, it is a home game against Morecambe, and rounding off February on Saturday the 28th with a home game against Forest Green Rovers, subject to either side being involved in the quarterfinals of the FA Trophy. Looking ahead to March, every football team will be playing football several times, and on Saturday the 7th, it is the trip to Solihull Moors. Saturday the 14th, Sutton United are visiting the International Stadium. Saturday the 21st, it is down to face Boreham Wood. Tuesday the 24th, it is a home game against York City, and rounding off March on Saturday the 28th with a visit from Yeovil Town, subject to either side being involved in the semi-final of the FA Trophy, which if that does happen, it is a little bit of a kick in the teeth to Yeovil fans, because it would mean obviously they would have to make that long trip to us on a Tuesday night. And now looking ahead to April, on Good Friday, which is the 3rd of April, it is the trip across to Cumbria to face Carlisle United. Easter Monday, which is the 6th of April, is a home game against Scunthorpe United. The penultimate away game of the season will be on Saturday, the 11th of April, and that is a visit to Aldershot Town. The final home game of the season is on Saturday, the 18th, and that is against Woking, before we round off the 2025-26 league campaign with a visit to Altrincham. So that is Gateshead's National League fixtures for this season. The graphic that Gateshead released does state the dates of the National League Cup fixtures, which is a little bit annoying. I don't know, there's been quite a few teams who already vocally said that they do not want to enter that competition this season, and it seems as though we are entering, which is a little bit annoying. Obviously, I won't be at any of those games, but I am just going to announce it now. Every other competition, I'm aiming to be at the lot. Obviously, when you look at things such as obviously Southend being subject to the second round of the FA Cup, I think one or two others obviously being in the middle of winter as well down south. There could be one or two spanners thrown into the works, but I'm going to do absolutely everything I can to try and achieve it. But nevertheless, hopefully I can, and hopefully it can be a good season for the Heed. Obviously, as well, now I've got a little bit of planning to do with regards to some of the other stuff that's going to come on the channel this season. Obviously, the Extreme Day trip this season will be quite early in the season. Obviously, I'm going to do it on Sunday, the 28th of September, to coincide with our trip to Braintree. Obviously, Braintree being very, very close to Stansted, it just makes the most logistical sense. Obviously, Easter Saturday, I'm going to be going to Motherwell versus Falkirk, so obviously that ties in absolutely perfectly with that trip to Carlisle. There'll be a few other things throughout the course of the season as well, no doubt. Obviously there's still obviously Gateshead in cup competitions. Like anything can happen over the course of the next 10 months or so. So exciting times ahead, but now we've got a clear plan, and we can now look forward to what will hopefully be a good season. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back on Saturday with my first competitive game of the new season. It is Clyde versus Motherwell in Group G of the Scottish League Cup. That game being played at New Douglas Park in Hamilton, which is where, of course, Clyde do play the home games these days. So can the Well get off to a winning start to the new competitive campaign? Check back on Saturday to find out. But until then, take care. Cheers for watching. See you later.